Hello, everyone. Scoony 007 here, bringing you another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. It's good to see you all here. Welcome to the next game in
Hello,
the
everyone.
Scoony 007 here, bringing you another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. It's good to see you all here. Welcome to the next game in the Scoony 007 here bringing in the next game in the live Philadelphia Phillies replay of the 2008 season. In today's game, we do have the 8-2 Chicago Cubs taking on the 6-5 Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies on a 5-game losing streak coming into this game, but we're going to get into that in just a second. But let's take a look at the standings from around the league so far. In the National League East, leading off, it is the Mets at 8-2. They have a 2-game lead over the Marlins and the 2.5-game lead over the Marlins and the Phillies. Of course, the Marlins have already played and lost their game, and the Phillies have yet to play. So if the Phillies win today, it will break their 5-game losing streak, and they'll go 2-game, and they'll just be down 2 games. The Braves are third, or down there in 4th place at 5-5. They're 500, 3 games back, and down there in the cellar of the National League East is the Washington Nationals at 5.5 games back. Over in the National League Central, the Chicago Cubs are in first place at 8-2. The St. Louis Cardinals are 7-4 with a game and a half back behind them, and then 3.5 games back is the Brewers sitting at 5-6, along with the Cincinnati Reds are also at 5-6. So a little bit of a tie right now at 3.5 games back. 4 games out of first is the Pittsburgh Pirates, and down there in the cellar for the National League Central, it is the Houston Astros at 4-8. They are 5 games out. Over to the National League West, the San Diego Padres have a 1.5 game lead. They're at 9-3. The Diamondbacks are 7-4. They're a game and a half out of first. The Dodgers are 6-5. They're 2.5 games out of first. The Rockies sitting at 3-8. They're 5.5. And the Giants have yet to play. They're 1-10, and they're 7.5 games out of first. If I can find the mouse. Over on the American League, over on the American side of things yet, the Tampa Bay Rays are 6-4. They have a 1-game lead over the Baltimore Orioles and the Toronto Blue Jays, who both sit at 500 at 5-5. The New York Yankees are a game and a half. They are a game and a half out, along tied with the Boston Red Sox at 5-6, and they are a game and a half out of first in the National League East. Over in the American League Central, it is the Tigers in the lead at 6-4. They're holding on to first. The Cleveland Indians they're at 500. They are 1 game out of first. The Chicago White Sox are 4-5. They're a game and a half out of first. And the Kansas City Royals, closely behind at 2 games out. They are 4-6. And the Minnesota Twins are 2-8. They are 4 games out of first in the American League Central. Over to the American League West, the Los Angeles Angels are 8-3. They have a half a game lead over the Texas Rangers, who are a half a game out of first. The Oakland A's are 6-5. They're 2 games out of first, and the Seattle Mariners are 4-7. They are 4 games out of first. So hopefully the Phillies can break that losing streak. We'll see how the dice roll for the Phillies today. So with that, let us get started. as we are at Citizens Bank Park for Game 2 of a 3-game series.
Play ball!
There. And before we take care of that, I just want to bring up my database and let everybody else filter into their seats as we get ready for this game. All right, so with that, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the as I said, it is the 8-2 Chicago Cubs taking on the 6-5 Philadelphia Phillies. And here's the starting lineup for the Chicago Cubs. Leading off the left fielder, Alfonso Soriano. Batting second, the center fielder, Reed Johnson. Batting third, the first baseman, Derek Lee. Batting fourth in the cleanup position, the third baseman, Amaris Ramirez. Batting fifth, the catcher, Giovanni Soto. Batting sixth, the right fielder, Mark DeRosa. Batting seventh, the second baseman, Ronnie Centeno. Batting eighth, the shortstop, Ryan Thurot. And batting ninth, the pitcher, Ted Lilly. On the mound for the Phillies, it is none other than Cole Hamels. ERA of a 2.57, has 1 win, no losses, 14 innings pitched allowed, 12 hits, 9 strikeouts, and no walks. We're here at the bank, which gives a -1 to strikeouts and a -1 to walks. And with that, we are ready to start this game off. And with that, Alfonso steps up. He's batting a 293. Here's the pitch. 4-2 range play. Cubs took game 1 in this series, 2-5. And that's going to be a double star.
Hit in the air down the left field side. This is going to be a tough play.
And that's going to go out to Brill. Brill's range is a 1. That's a 2. That got by him. That's going to be a double for Alfonso as he leads off with a double.
That is over his head, and that is out to the fence.
All right, so let's take a look at the defense for the Philadelphia Phillies. Starting out there in left field, it's Pat Brill. Shane Victorino will be in center field, and Jason Worth out there in right field. Going around the horn, Feliz is at third, Burlett at short, Chase Utley on second, Ryan Howard is on first. Carlos Ruiz is behind the plate, and Cole Hamels is on the mound for the Phillies. And with that, Reed Johnson batting a 350. We have a sacrifice play coming up. If you're coming in, the pitch. 2-2, home run. That's a 6. That's going to be a successful bunt. We don't count it as a home run because of it being a sacrifice play.
You're out.
And it's 1 away, and Alfonso will go over to third on that. Derek Lee up. Lee batting a 383. Strategy roll 12, the pitch. 3-1, strikeout plus 16. Now, on a strikeout plus, we add 10. We're adding 9 because of the ballpark factor of a -1. So it's a 16, that's an 8. Does not strike him out. 12 on the strategy roll. Cubs doing nothing. 6-1. Double star 6, and that's going to be a fly ball out there to Worth.
Out!
And that is a failed sacrifice roll. So it's a 3. They're going to hold him at third. Pickoff attempt. Cole Hamels does not pick anyone off, but I'll still show that off. It's a 17 with a pickoff. 4-6, that's going to be a walk. 11, that is a 2, and that's going to be a walk for Ramirez, who's batting a 447.
Walks, and that wasn't close.
All right, runners on the corners, and Giovanni Soto comes up. He's batting a 395. Strategy roll is a 4. 2-6, 9, 14, too high. 6-6, and that's going to be a fly ball out there to Worth.
Out!
And that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on for the Cubs. We go to the bottom of the first. And here is the starting lineup for the Philadelphia Phillies. Leading off, the center fielder, Shane Victorino. Batting second, the right fielder, Jason Worth. Batting third, the second baseman, Chase Utley. Batting fourth in the cleanup position, the first baseman, Ryan Howard. Batting fifth, the left fielder, Pat Brill. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Pedro Feliz. Batting seventh, the catcher, Carlos Ruiz. Batting eighth, the shortstop, Eric Barnett. And batting ninth, the pitcher, Cole Hamels. And that's the lineup for the Phillies for this evening here at the bank. Shane Victorino batting a .262. Here's the pitch. 2-3 range play at the ballpark. So with that, we're gonna go check the Citizens Bank Park ballpark card. 4-1.
And a high shot down the right side.
That would have been a home run chance. That's an 18-15. It's our range. DeRosa's range is a 2. That's a 5. And that is failed for the home run check. However, that's going to be a double for Shane Victorino.
That is over his head, and that is out to the fence.
So the Phillies lead off with a double by Shane Victorino. And with that, let's take a look at the defense for the Chicago Cubs. In left field, it's Soriano. Johnson is at right field. DeRosa, Johnson at center field. DeRosa is at center field. Going around the horn. Excuse me there. Ramirez, excuse me. Ramirez at third. Thurrott at short. Sindo is at second. Lee is on first. Soto behind the plate, and Lilly is on the mound. And we started this game off with a bang, and we forgot to talk about the pitcher for the Chicago Cubs. Ted Lilly is on the mound. He comes into the game with an ERA of a 6.75. 1 win, no losses, 12 innings pitched, allowed 16 hits, 4 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Jason Worth batting a 111. Strategy rolls a 20. It's going to be a pickoff attempt. That's a 3. That's going to be a balk. That moves Victorino over to third on that, and he missed. Ted Lilly balked, sending Victorino over to third. Jason Worth batting a 111. 5-4. Possible error on the 8th row. 5-3. Double star 6. That's going to be a fly ball to DeRosa.
You're out!
And that is a sacrifice fly, and that's going to score Victorino. It's our fly outs for a 1d6 of less than SF rating of batter. The runner scores. Jason's Worth SF rating is a 2. That is a 2. And with that, the Phillies get on the board on a sacrifice fly by Jason Worth. It's an RBI run. Next up, it's Chase Utley. Utley batting a 277. Let's take a look at his standings throughout his stats so far throughout the season. He's played in 12 games, 47 at-bats, 9 runs, 7 RBIs, 1 home run. He's a little bit below average of his actual stats, but right now batting a 277. And here's the pitch to Chase Utley, and 1 out. And nobody on. 2-6, possible error. 4-1. That's going to be a base hit past Lee. Error rating for Lee is a 5. That's a 10. And that's going to be a base hit. So with that, Chase Utley is on with a base hit, and that's going to bring up the first baseman, Ryan Howard. Taking a look at Ryan Howard's stats, he's played in 12 games, 45 at-bats, 7 runs, 8 RBIs, 3 home runs on the season, no stolen bases just yet. He did have one in 2008. Average right now is a 222. His actual average was a 251 in the regular season. Excuse me there. Infield going to double play depth as Ryan Howard steps up. Here's the pitch, batting at 222. Strategy rolls a 16. Phillies holding off. And that's going to be 6-6. That's going to be a blank. 2-3. Ground ball to Lily. And that is going to be on a fielder's choice, the roll. That's a ground out. So the roll, it's going to be a force sound on the runner. So Utley is going to get forced out.
Out!
Utley, Howard will take over at first. So 2 away with a runner on first, infield at normal depth. Strategy roll 3, Phillies holding off on strategy. Pat Burrell comes up. He's batting at 333, infield at normal depth. 5-4, possible error on a throw. And that's going to be 5-5, and that's going to be a fly ball to DeRosa.
You're out!
And that retires the side. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors at the end of 1. Phillies 1, Cubs nothing. We go to the top of the second. Mark DeRosa, Ronnie Sindo, and Ryan Thurot due up for the Cubbies. Mark DeRosa batting a 379. Here's the pitch. 4-2 range play. 3-6. Fly ball to Burrell.
Swing and a fly ball left field.
And that's going to go out to Burrell. Burrell's range is a 1. That's a 5. That's going to be a double for Mark DeRosa.
That is over his head, and that is out to the fence.
And that is a Mark DeRosa would lead off with a double. Infield at normal depth, and that's going to bring up Ronnie Sindo. Sindo is batting a 364, strategy roll 15. Here's the pitch. 1-5, blank. 6-2, and that is going to be a fly ball to Victorino.
Out!
And that is going to be out number 1. Mark DeRosa will get the hold sign, does not move.
Everybody clap your hands.
Ryan Thurot up. He's betting a 455, strategy roll 3. Cubbies holding off on strat. 6-3, strikeout 3, 16, too high. 4-5, that's going to be a double star 2. That's going to be a fly ball out there to Victorino. And that is out number 2. And once again, DeRosa will get the hold sign. Two away, and that's going to bring up the pitcher, Ted Lilly. Lilly batting a 200. Let's take a look at his stats. 3 games played, 5 at-bats, 1 run scored. No RBIs, no home runs, no stolen bases, though he did have 1 stolen base in the actual season. Average right now is a 200, so he's above average. Strategy roll is a 9. 4-6, walk 1, 9, too high. 5-3, double star 3, and that's going to be a fly ball out there to Worth.
Ow!
So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on for the Cubs. We go to the bottom of the second. Pedro Feliz, Carlos Ruiz, Eric Barlett due up for the Phillies. Pedro Feliz batting a .235. 5-3, strike, 5-7, too high. 4-6, and that's going to be a fly ball out there to Soriano. Out number 1. Here goes back to the wall to make that catch. Carlos Feliz due up. He's batting a .222. The pitch. 4-1. That's going to be a blank. 3-5. Fly ball out there to DeRosa.
You're out!
Out number 2. 2 away, and that's going to bring up Eric Barnett. Barnett batting a .400. 6-4. Strikeout 5. That's a 2. Struck him out.
He struck him out.
So the Cubs...
Have you picked your designated driver for this evening? Please remember to drink responsibly.
So the Cubs make quick work of the Phillies. 3 up, 3 down, no runs, no hits, no errors. After 2, it's Phillies 1, Chicago nothing. We go to the top of the 3rd, and that is going to bring up Alfonso Soriano, top of the order. It's going to be Soriano, Johnson, and Derek Lee due up for the Cubs. Here's the pitch to Soriano. Soriano, 1 for 1 with a double already on the day. 1-6, strikeout. 7, the 12 is too high. 4-3, that's going to be a double.
It's a double.
And with that, Soriano will lead off with a double. Strategy rolls in 8 is Reed Johnson, 0 for 0 today. Here's the pitch. 6-4, strikeout 9, 17, too high. 6-4, double star 3, and that's going to be a fly ball out there to Worth.
You're out!
Out number 1. With that, Soriano will get the hold sign. Still attempt. And that's going to be a 16. That's going to be a stolen base for Soriano.
Safe!
As he'll go over to 3rd. Derek Lee, 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. 2-4, home run chance on a 1-7. The 12 is too high. 1-4, and that's going to be a line drive to Barnett.
Ow!
No double play there, and 2 away. Ramirez is up. He's 0 for 0. Got a walk on his last time up. Strategy roll 3. 4-1, strike 8. That's a 2. Struck him out.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and the Cubs leave 1 stranded. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Cole Hamels, Shane Victorino, and Jason Worth due up for the Fightin' Phils. Cole Hamels batting a .286. 5-4, possible error on a throw. 3-6, and that's going to be a base hit. Error rating for Ramirez is a 10. That's going to be a 20. No error there. And with that, Cole Hamels will lead off with a single. So they're going to bring the corners in as Shane Victorino will come up. He's 1 for 1 with a double and a run score. Hey there, Clue. Welcome in. Glad you could join us here at Citizens Bank Park as the Phillies take on the Cubs of Game 2 of a 3-game series. Shane Victorino, 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. Infield have the corners in. 5-3. That's going to be a strike. However, that is a successful sacrifice bunt.
You're out!
So 1 away, and that's going to get Cole Hamels over to 2nd. Jason Worth. RBI has got an RBI Strategy roll 1. Infield at normal depth. Here's the pitch to Jason Worth. 2-2. Double star. Fly ball out there to DeRosa. And that's going to be 2 away, as Hamels will get the hold side. And here is Chase Utley. Utley 1 for 1 on today. Strategy roll is a 16. The pitch. 3-4 range play. 5-5. That's going to be a fly ball to Johnson.
Looked in the air to shallow right. He's coming on.
That's going to be a fly ball out to DeRosa. DeRosa's range is on a 1-2. That's a 6. That's going to be a base hit for Utley.
Let that ball get by him.
And with that, we're going to check to see about extra bases. Hamels to third, Utley on first. We have a 1 on the runner advancement dice. We're going to check the 4. On either one of these, on a 1, the lead runner will advance. So with that, Hamels will score. And with that, if the roll is less than Utley's range is a 5, his base run rating is a 5, that's a 4. Utley will go to second. He takes that single and makes it into a double. And that's going to score Hamels. So the Phillies are up 2-0 here in the bottom of the third. Next up, Ryan Howard, the first baseman. He's 0 for 1. Strategy roll is a 15. The Phillies holding off on Strat. Here's the roll. 1-4, strikeout 15, 17, too high. 1-2, and that's going to be a ground ball to throw out.
You're out.
And that's going to retire the side. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. And 1 left on. After 3, it's Phillies 2, Cubs nothing. We go to the top of the 4th. Giovanni Soto, Mark DeRosa, and Ronnie Cindo due up for the Cubs. Giovanni Soto is 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. 5-5. That's going to be a hit by pitch. That's a 0. That's a 15. Cole Hamels gives a -9 to hit by pitches. Almost doesn't hit any 1-2-1. That's going to be a base hit. So Giovanni Soto will lead off with a base hit. And with that, Mark DeRosa will be up. He's 1 for 1 with a double, infield double play depth. Strategy roll 12, the pitch. 1-2, strikeout 10, 17, too high. 2-5, ground ball to Bartlett. And that's going to be a double play. That's going to go to Bartlett. Utley will get the pivot on that. So with that, that's going to be a double play on a roll. If the roll is less than or equal to the ground double play, we count it as a double play, and we'll add that up. That's a 0. Ruiz is a 0. That's a 3. Double play.
Double play.
And the Phillies retire 2, and that's going to bring up Ronnie Cindo. Cindo is 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. 4-6. That's going to be a walk. 420 is too high. 3-1. Ground ball back to Cole Hamels.
Out.
Hamels gets it. Well, takes 2 steps off the mound. Throws it to Ryan Howard for out number 3. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. And none left on. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's Pat Burrell, Pedro Feliz, and Carlos Ruiz due up for the Phillies. Pat Burrell 0 for 1. 1-6. That's going to be a wild pitch. Nobody on, so we're just going to re-roll the die. It's a foul ball. 5-4. Possible error on a throw. And that's going to be 5-6. That's going to be a double star 2. Fly ball out there to Soriano.
Out.
Out number 1. Pedro Feliz is 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. 3-4 range play. 1-6 fly ball to DeRosa.
Looked in the air to shallow right. He's coming on.
DeRosa's range is on a 1-2. That's a 1. He'll look up, make the catch.
That is a really good play.
And out number 2. Carlos Feliz is 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. 1-4, strikeout 2, 18 too high. And that's going to be 3-6. That's going to be a fly ball to DeRosa.
Out.
And that is out number 3. So an easy inning to score as the Cubs retire the Phillies in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 4, it's Philly 2, Cubs nothing. We go to the top of the 5th. It's Ryan Thera, Ted Lilly, and Alfonso Soriano due up for the Cubs. Ryan Thera 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 4-6. That's going to be a walk. That's a 15. That's a 9, and that's going to be a walk.
Outside. Base on ball.
So we have a steal attempt coming up. And that's going to be a 3.
Safe.
So that's going to move Thurrott over to second. So with that, Ted Lilly comes up. Infield at normal depth. 6-6 blank. 5-5. That's going to be a base hit. And that is going to score Thurrott, as he will advance from second to home on a 3-6. So it's 2-1 now, Phillies. So infield coming to double play depth. Alfonso Soriano, 2 for 2 with 2 doubles on the day. 4-6, that's going to be a walk. 4-16, too high. Strategy roll, by the way, is a 7. That's going to be a 5-3. That's going to be a pop-up to Barlett. And that's going to be out number 1. A hit and run attempt. Infield going to come. Infield going to stay at normal depth for the hit and run. So the way hit and runs work, all ground double plays get a -2. All base run ratings will get a +2. All home run and walk cut it around or cut in half. We round those down. All lineouts are double plays, and if the batter strikes out, we'll resolve it as a steal, 1 away. Here's the pitch to Reed Johnson. 0 for 1. 1-2, strikeout, 9-16, too high. 2-6, that's going to be a base hit. And with that, Ted Lilly will go from first to third on a 3-6. Strategy roll 19 as Derek Lee comes up in if you're going to double play depth. He's 0 for 2. 4-4 range play. 4-2 double star 3.
High shot down the right side.
That's going to go to Worth. Worth's range is in a 1-4. That's a 4.
Takes the hit away.
And 2 away, and that's going to... And Ted Lilly will get the hold sign. Ramirez up. He's 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. Strategy roll 16. Here's the pitch. 6-1 walk. 11. The 12 is too high. 2-5 power hit to Victorino. On a 16, that's going to be a fly ball out.
Out.
So 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on for the Cubs. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's Eric Barlett, Cole Hamels, and Shane Victorino due up for the Phils. Eric Barlett is 0 for 1 with the strikeout. 5-5 hit by pitch. That's an 8. That's a 6. Ted Lilly gives a -1 hit by pitch. And he hits him. Umpire gives him a... Don't do that again, look. And he warns both dugouts, both managers on that as well. Cole Hamels. 1-for-1 with a run scored. Strategy roll is an 8. Infield double play depth. 3-5 at the ballpark. We're going to go to Citizens Bank Park. 6-6 single +8 to Johnson. Hamels on a 1 takes the single and makes it a double. And Barlett will go to third. So the Phillies now have a runner in scoring position. Runners in scoring position as we go to the top of the order. Phillies looking for some insurance runs here. Shane Victorino 1-for-1 with a double and a run scored. Strategy roll is a 3. Here's the pitch. 5-5 hit by pitch. 7-19 too high. 6-2 pop up to Cindo.
You're out!
And that is out number 1. One away. Jason Worth due up. 0-for-1 with an RBI. Strategy roll 18. Infield at normal depth. 5-3 strikeout. 13. The 19 is too high. 3-5 ground ball to Lilly. And are they going to send him? If I can get my die to stop going off the table here, we'll see. Yes, he is. They are going to send him. Are they going to go for the auto out at first? Yes. So with that, the out at first, Barlett will score. Hamels goes to second.
Ow!
And 2 away. Hamels on third, and the Phillies have a 2-run lead as Chase Utley comes to the plate. Utley 2-for-2 with an RBI. Strategy roll 8. Here's the pitch. 1-2. Blank. 3-1 double star 2, and that's going to be a fly ball out there to Soriano.
You're out!
And 1 run.
Be sure to visit our concession stands.
1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. After 5, it's Phillies 3, Cubs 1. We go to the top of the 6th. Giovanni Soto, Mark DeRosa, Ronnie Cindo due up for the Cubs. And Cole Hamels can face 6 more batters before he is tired. Giovanni Soto is 1-for-2. Here's the pitch. 5-3 blank. 1-3 double star 3. Fly ball out there to Worth.
Out!
And that's out number 1. Worth waving off Victorino as he makes the catch. Mark DeRosa's 1-for-2 with a double. Here's the pitch. 2-4. Home run chance on a 1-7. The 13 is too high. 2-3 double star 5, and that's going to be a fly ball out there to Victorino. Victorino going back to the wall.
Out!
And he makes the catch. 2 away. Ronnie Cindo 0-for-2. The pitch. 1-4 strikeout 9. That's a 1. Struck him out.
Swing and a miss! He struck him out!
So a 1-2-3 inning as the Phillies retire the Cubs. In order, it's 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. A very easy inning to score. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's going to be Ryan Howard. Pat Burrell, Pedro Phillies due up for the Phillies. Ryan Howard 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. 1-1, strikeout 15. That's a 1. That's an 11. Struck him out.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
1 away. Pat Burrell 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. For Burrell, 3-6, strikeout 10, 18, too high. 1-5, double star 1. That's going to be a fly ball out to the Soriano. And that is going to be out number 2. 2 away, Pedro Feliz up. Feliz is 0 for 2. 3-4, range play. And that's going to be 5-2, double fly ball out there to Johnson.
Liner into center. Will it stay up?
Johnson sees it. His range is on a 1-3. That's a 3. He'll make the catch and retire the side.
Boy, he had to cover a lot of ground to make that grab.
So no runs, no hits, no errors. We go after 6. It's a 3-up, 3-down innings as the Cubs return the favor and retire the Phillies in order. 3-up, 3-down. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 6, Phillies 3, Chicago 1. We go to the top of the 7th. Ryan Thera, Ted Lilly, and Alfonso Soriano due up for the Cubs. Ryan Thera, here's the pitch. He's 0 for 1. Hamels can face 3 more batters, so most likely this is going to be his last inning as action in the Phillies bullpen is stirring up. 2-4. Home run chance on a 1-7. The 14 too high. 5-5, and that's going to be a base hit to Feliz. And 1 away, and Ryan Thera will lead off with a base hit. They're going to let Ted Lilly take the hit here. So infield coming into double play depth. Strategy roll is a 7. Cubs holding off. 5-1 at the ballpark. 2-5, ground ball to Howard. And that is going to be a fielder's choice. That is a 4. So with that, Thera will get forced out at second.
Out.
As Howard will toss that over to Bartlett. And Lilly will get on with a base hit. Top of the order, Alfonso Soriano, 2 for 3 with 2 doubles. Strategy roll is a 16. Here's the pitch. 4-4 range play at the ballpark. 2-6 fly ball to Victorino.
Liner into center. Will it stay up?
Victorino's range is on a 1-3. That's a 2. He'll make the catch and take the hit away.
Terrific play.
2 away, and that's going to bring up Reed Johnson. Cole Hamels, now tired. Here's the pitch. Strategy roll is an 8. 1 on, 2 outs. Reed Johnson is 1 for 2. 4-5 strikeout plus. That's a 19. That's a 3. Struck him out looking as we sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game."
Swing and a
So with that, it's no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and none left on. We're going to go to the bottom of the 7th. Carlos Feliz, Eric Barnett, Cole Hamels due up. Taking a look at the box score of the game so far. Chicago scoring that run in the 5th inning. Philadelphia 1 run in the 1st, the 3rd, and the 5th. Go to the 7th. And with that, new pitchers on the mound for the Cubs. Ted Lilly will get pulled. We have a right, left coming up. And they're going to bring in Sean Marshall. That's his card. So Sean Marshall comes into the game with an 8.37 ERA. 1 win, 1 loss, 4 and 1/3 innings pitched, allowed 4 hits, 4 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Taking a look at the stats for Ted Lilly, he went 6 excuse me there. Went 6 innings, allowed 5 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 2 strikes, 1 hit by pitch, and 1 balk. An ERA of a 6.0. So it's going to be Carlos Ruiz, Eric Barlett, and Cole Hamels due up for the Phillies. Carlos, 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be 3-3, strike 2, 15, too high. 2-2, double star 4, ground ball to Thurrott.
You're out.
Out number 1. Eric Barlett is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a run scored. Here's the pitch. 3-6 at the ballpark. 4-4, double star 2, fly ball out to DeRosa.
Out.
And that's going to be out number 2. Cole Hamels not taking the hit, and with that, they're going to bring in Chris Coste. Will pinch hit. Coste batting a 462. 4-5. Home run, that's a 14, that's a 6. That ball's going back to the wall, and that ball is out of here. Solo home run for Chris Coste. And that's his 2nd home run of the season.
Back, gone.
And he hits it down the right field side under into the middle deck. That ball is gone. And the Phillies have a 3-run lead here in the bottom of the 7th. It's 4-1 Phils as we go to the top of the order. Shane Victorino, 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. 1-4, and that's going to be a strikeout plus. That's a 16, that's a 5. Struck him out.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
So with that, we're going to go to the top of the 8th, and the Phillies are going to bring in they're going to bring in Chad Durbin. Take a look at his card. Chad has 1 win, no saves. He's pitched 5 innings, allowed 4 hits, 2 strikeouts, and 3 walks so far on the season. Taking a look at the stats here for Cole Hamels. He went 7 innings, allowed 1 run, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, an ERA of a 2.14. We go to, it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. We go after 7. It's Phillies 4, Chicago 1. We go to the top of the 8th. It's Derek Lee, Amiris Ramirez, and Giovanni Soto due up for the Cubs. Derek Lee 0 for 3, the pitch. 5-4 range play. Phillies not making any changes to the defense, and that's going to be 3-4. That's going to be a double.
Fly ball left center field. Tries to catch it.
Victorino's range is a 3. That's a 2, and he takes the double away. It's a fly ball.
That was a fine play.
That's a fly. He flew out to center field. Ramirez 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. 6-1 blank. 1-2 fly ball out that Abreu.
You're out.
And that's going to be out number 2. Giovanni Soto 2 away. Soto is 1 for 3. The pitch. 3-2 range play. 1-6. And that's going to be a fly ball to Victorino.
Fly ball left center field. Tries to catch it.
This time Victorino's range is on a 1-3. That's a 4. That's going to be a base hit.
He doesn't have it.
And it's one on with 2 away. Strategy rolls are turned off, and the reason they're turned off is we take the difference of the score. So in this case, it's 3 plus the inning. So in this case, we have an 11. So that's why there's no victory rolls going on from here on out. Mark DeRosa's 1 for 3. The pitch. He's got a double. 3-2 range play. 6-2 line drive to Utley.
There's a line shot.
Utley's range is a 5. That's a 4. And he makes the diving catch
Terrific play.
to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. And 1 left on. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's Jason Worth, Chase Utley, Ryan Howard due up for the Phillies. And with that, the Cubs are going to make some changes. DeRosa over in right field. And let's see, third base as well. So with that, DeRosa will take over at third, and that's going to leave right field open. And at right field, they're going to bring in Matt Merton is going to take over at right field. So with that, those are the changes, the only changes that are being made to the lineup, to the defense for the Cubs. So we go to the bottom of the 8th. Sean Marshall going to stay in. He can face 4 more batters. Here it is going to be Jason Worth, Chase Utley, Ryan Howard. Actually, we do have a new pitcher on the mound for the Cubs. And they're going to bring in Neil Kotz. It's the only left-handed pitcher that they have left right now in their bullpen. So Kotz will come in. That's his card. No double switch. There. So Kotz is going to come in for the Cubs. He's got no ERA, no wins, 2 losses on the actual season. A 4.23 innings pitched, allowed 2 hits, 4 strikeouts, no walks. Taking a look at the stats here for Sean Marshall. He went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned run, 1 strikeout, 1 home run, an ERA of an 8.49. So with that, he's got to face off against Jason Worth, Chase Utley, Ryan Howard. Here's the pitch to Jason Worth. Worth 4-2. 4-2 is a blank. 5-5, that's going to be a double.
And it's a double.
And that's a double for Worth. And with that, it's going to bring up Chase Utley. Utley is 2 for 3 with an RBI. That's going to be 1-6. That's going to be a strikeout. 7. That's a 5. Struck him out.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
1 away. Ryan Howard due up. Howard is 0 for 3 with a strikeout. 6-6 strikeout. 15. That's a 9. Struck him out.
The swing and a miss. He struck him out.
2 away. And with that, Neil Kotz is now tired. Runner on second, Pat Burrell, 0 for 3 on the day. 1-6 strikeout, 10. That's a 6. Struck him out.
Great call.
So
Remember to get your copy of the souvenir program.
So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. After 8, it's Phillies 4, Chicago 1. We go to the top of the 9th. It's Ronnie Sindo, Ryan Thierot, Neil Kotz due up for the Cubs. And with that, Pat Burrell coming out at left field. They're going to bring in TJ Bone to take over. Actually, cancel the changes on that. Yes. We're going to cancel changes back to the... So with that, Pat Burrell is going to come out at left field. And with that, Jason Worth will move over to left field. So we got 1, 2. Need a right fielder. And with that, So Taguchi will come in at right field. And at first, Ryan Howard. They don't want to let Howard get hurt. They're going to bring in Andy Tracy. Actually, they're going to leave Howard in. Howard's going to stay in. And with that, Chad Durbin is done, as we are going for the save here for the Phillies. Oh. So they're going to bring in Brad Lidge. Lidge going to go for the save. That's his card. Nope. Lidge comes into the game with a perfect ERA. 2 saves, 3 innings pitched, no hits, 6 strikeouts, no walks. Taking a look at the stats for Chad Durbin, he went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, no ERA. And we'll take a look at the box score of the game. And the Phillies have scored in the first, the third, the fifth, and in the seventh. They've scored in every odd inning of this game. It is 4 runs on 7 hits, no errors for the Phillies. Chicago, 1 run on 8 hits, no errors. However, the Cubs are looking for some of that ninth inning magic. But will the Phillies shut them down? We're going to find out as we start the top of the ninth. Ronnie Sindo, Ryan Thurett, Neil Kotz, due up. Ronnie Sindo, they're gonna let Ronnie take the hit. Here's the pitch. 4-6. That's gonna be a wild pitch. It's a foul ball. We're gonna re-roll. 6-5. Double star. Ground ball to Howard.
Out!
Out number 1. Ryan Thurett is 1 for 2. Here's the pitch. 3-1 at the ballpark. That's a 5. Struck him out.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
And the Phillies have struck out 2. 2 outs. Neil Kotz not taking the hit. And they're going to bring in Kiyosuke Fukudome. Kiyosuke pinch hitting in this game. He's coming into the game with a 1.03 ERA. 6-4. Strikeout plus. That's a 19. That's an 8. Struck him out.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
And the Philadelphia Phillies have defeated the Chicago Cubs and ended their 5-game losing streak 4-1. Final line score coming right up. So with that, the Cubs, 1 run on 8 hits, no errors, and the Phillies come up big. 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. Cole Hamels will get his second win. Ted Lowy will pick up his first loss, and Brad Lidge picks up his third save. Chris Coste picks up his second home run of the season. Let's take a look at the stats here for the pitchers. Cole Hamels, 7 innings allowed, 7 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, an ERA of a 2.14. No decision for Chad Durbin. Ted Lilly picks up his first loss. He went 6 innings, allowed 5 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 2 strikes, 1 balk, an ERA of a 6.0. Neil Kotz, the last pitcher up for the Cubs, went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, 3 strikeouts, no ERA. Brad Lidge will get his third save and 1 inning pitched, allowed 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, an ERA, perfect 0 across the board. So with that, the Phillies will go to 5-7. The Cubs drop to 8-3. Let's take a look at the standings and see how that will play out. So with that, let's take a look at the standings here after that game. The Phillies move up into second. We're going to resort this real quick. Oh, there we go. So with that, the Phillies will move up. They're only 2 games now behind the Mets. And in second place, the Cubs now have a 1-game lead over the St. Louis Cardinals, who have yet to play. So we'll see how that game will play out. So the Phillies, after 12 games, they are 7-5 with only 2 games back behind the Cubs, behind the Mets. The Cubs now have a 1-game lead over the Cardinals. So that is where we stand after today's game between the Phillies and the Cubs. Once again, I want to thank Clue for joining us here at Citizens Bank Park for this exciting game. The Phillies tied the series up. It's 1 game apiece. The third game 3 in the series next time between the Phillies and the Cubs. Will the Phillies take the win? Or will the Phillies win the series, or will it go to the Cubs? The rubber game coming up next time. So remember to click that bell notification on your way out through Citizens Bank Park here. And until next time, remember to click that bell notification to be notified of when I go live with all of the Philadelphia Phillies and Field of Dreams, and when new videos in the 2008 replay go live. Until then, I'm Scoony007. We'll see you for another exciting game in the 2008 replay. So long from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. We'll see you next time.